On one of my favorite shows of all time, The Mentalist, there's an episode where the protagonist, Patrick Jane, is told a long list of numbers, and a few hours later, he's able to recall the numbers in the exact order and tell someone else. I thought that was really cool and really fascinating, so this week I decided to become somewhat like Patrick Jane, and I learned to memorize 100 digits of pi in 4 hours. And you can probably do it in even less time, so here is how I did it. So the way I learned to memorize the 100 digits was using a method that is very similar to a system called the major system, but I decided to put my own twist on it because I found the major system a little bit difficult. So the first step in the process is to assign a letter to each number between 0 and 9, and not just to assign the letters randomly, but to assign them in a way that you would remember it. For example, to the number 0, I assign the letter O because they look alike. To the number 2, I assign the letter P because you know when you hold up a 2, it kind of looks like a peace sign, and peace starts with P. I'll pop up on the screen now the whole number to letter key. Then after I had successfully assigned a letter to each number, I tried to memorize the key. Really, to do this, I just used a random number generator. So when it gives me 9, I will just try to recall what is the letter assigned to 9. And after a few minutes, I was able to remember the key and the numbers I assigned to it. And really, the ones that were most ridiculous were the ones I remembered most, which makes sense. Now after this, I wrote out all 100 digits of pi and the corresponding letters. So for example, the first 3 digits of pi are 141, and then the letters associated with that are I, F, I. Then with all the letters, I formed a cohesive story. Our brains are really good with storytelling, so I realized that would be a really good way to remember this. So the beginning of each word was always the letter that I assigned to the number. For example, using the first 3 digits of pi, which is 141, and the letters are IFI, I started the story, which is Isaac felt insecure. Forming a cohesive story using all 100 letters was definitely a challenge, but it didn't take too long and I was able to form a story. So this is the story I formed. Isaac felt insecure, but nothing Patrick said bothered exactly, because Kim now cared nicely enough. Promoting exuberant kindness following student Patrick's sadness feels efficient enough. Keep expecting polite, courteous nature, but Oliver Prince kicked Kevin's face in light care. I screamed, no, exceedingly no, no. Even cops bolted. Intuitively, Oliver bolted, kicking Patrick over. No cops followed, no friend followed. But naughty Prince escaped our confines. Kevin insisted Samantha follow Oliver swiftly. Promptly, Kevin Samantha pursued Oliver keenly. Next night, Kevin sold Patrick's kaleidoscope on eBay. Finally, Kevin paid back every faithful penny, including insurance copay. Oh, sweet completion. And finally, after I'd come up with the story, I memorized it as you can expect. This didn't take me too long, and that day I was super tired, which is why I said I would expect that if you do it, it would even take you a shorter amount of time because you can do it on a rested brain. But yeah, so now here are the 100 digits of pi.
141 5 9 2 6 5 3 5 8 9 7 9 3 2 3 8 4 6 2 6 4 3 3 8 3 2 7 9 5 0 2 8 8 4 1 9 7 1 6 9 3 9 9 3 7 5 1 0 5 8 2 0 9 7 4 9 4 4 5 9 2 3 0 7 8 1 6 4 0 6 2 8 6 2 0 8 9 9 8 6 2 8 0 3 4 8 2 5 3 4 2 1 1 7 0 6 7.
So yeah, those were the major steps that I took in memorizing 100 digits of pi. It's pretty useless to know 100 digits of pi, but at least now I know this memorization technique and I can use it all the time. Also, I would add that if I had tried to memorize the 100 digits just like using the numbers through rote memorization, I'm not sure I'll be able to do it, or at least it take me a really long amount of time. But using this method was fun and it was like really interesting, it was random, and I think I'll be able to remember it for a long time to come. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have memorized 100 digits of pi or if you plan to.